Good people, once again, I welcome you back to my channel. And like I always say, I'll first appreciate my subscribers for their decision to help grow this channel. I thank you so much for your decision to subscribe to this channel. And those of you who haven't done so, especially the first timers, please don't pass by. Do subscribe because I'll be bringing you content that I think will be helpful, especially for those of you who are interested in cattle rearing. I will continue to search and bring you information that will be helpful to your passion. Please do subscribe right now before we go on to the subject for today. I hope you have done so. For those of you who have done it, thank you very much. Today, we will be talking about the best time to buy cattle for rearing. Let's say you are interested in rearing cattle and you have done almost everything that you need to do, and you have the capital there. Are you just going to get out and get to the market and start buying the cattle, or you are going to look at the time that will be ideal for you to get the best deal to buy the cattle? What are you going to do? Are you just going to get to the market and buy, or you are going to wait for the best time that you can get the best deal? Like I have said, I think you have to look at the right time that you can get the best deal. That is the topic for today. Once again, those of you who have not subscribed, do so right now, because this channel is dedicated to those who have passion and interest in cattle rearing. I will always be researching and bringing you content that, like I said, will be helpful to your passion and your interest, for you to decide on how, especially those of you who are now starting, how to start well, so that you don't get discouraged along the line. Because if you don't start well, you are likely to be discouraged along the line. Let's say you just get to the market anytime and you buy the animals, and since the time that you went in maybe was the time that the animals were selling very high and you bought some, you will see that let's say you were having 1,000 Ghana, or let's say 10,000, okay, and you got to the market and for the size that you were supposed to get, say 3, but because the prices at that time was so high, you could only get 2, and some small remainder will change. You can see that it did not really help your cause. And don't forget that those who know a lot about the business and who waited for the right time to buy, you are going to sell it with them. And in that case, you are not going to be that competitive. Let's say at the end of the day, you decide to sell yours for, say, let's say 7,000 each. But somebody also went in with the same capital, but because the person really knew his way around the business, he managed to get more, and the person is selling it maybe lower than yours. You will see that you are not competitive, and therefore you are not likely to get maybe the price that you think you deserve. That is why we always need to learn more about this business. I try so much to get to those who have been in the business for a long time, for them to educate me and teach me a lot about this business, since I am passionate about animal rearing. So that is the topic for today. When is the ideal time for you to get to the market to buy your cattle for rearing. Okay, without me wasting my time, let me start. From the information I gathered from these three groups of people, herders that I know and farmers that have been in the business for a long time, and the dealers, I mean those who sell them. I have a few of them that I constantly, try to inquire a lot about this business. And the little that I've gathered, that is what I'm trying to share with you right now. And it is said that for you to get the best deal, you always have to look at the time. And this that I'm saying, I think goes for every business or every commodity. In economics, it is said that a commodity is priced for its scarcity, or the prices of goods are set by interplay between demand and supply. In other words, whenever there is more demand for a certain product, you are likely to get prices to be high, because in such cases supply is not likely to meet that demand, and therefore prices are going to be driven up high. So when is the demand low? That is what we are trying to find out right now. When is the demand low for cattle, especially those that you want to buy for rearing? When is the demand low? And from the small or from the inquiries that I did, asking this group of people that I told you earlier about, they told me that the time that cattle is really in demand, or let's say people really buy cattle, is at the Muslim festivity. I don't really get the name right. I don't know whether it's I think my Muslim friends will help me. When they sacrifice this cattle a lot, that is when their cattle is really in demand. You understand? When they sacrifice them, or when they kill them, to put it simple, that is when they are really in demand, and therefore their prices are very high. So in such time, if you don't know and you go to the market that you want to go and buy cattle, you will see that you will go and meet those who are going to buy it for their religious rights, and therefore the prices are going to be very high. The prices are going to be very high. Likewise, in times like Christmas, that Christians also, will want to buy for their religious festivity. Prices in those times are also very high. So I've mentioned two occasions that prices do go up. Okay, then therefore these times are not the best time for us to go and buy our cattle for rearing. So it still brings up the time. So when? It is not difficult right now, if you can guess right now, because I've given you some few clues. So the prices, like this American author Kiyosaki said, you always buy after the crash. So the best time for you to buy is after the crash, after the peak season, after the time that people have really demanded for these animals and they don't want them anymore. That is when the prices go down. And by this I mean after the Muslim festivity, that is when the prices or the demand go down. But don't just get up right after the festivity and say you are going to buy it, because farmers who are into the cattle rearing by that time may have sold their stock, and since most of the farmers cannot keep the money for a long time, they will want to go back to the market and restock their farms. So right after the festivity, if you go to the market, you are not likely to get the prices low. So in this case, what do? You wait a little for the demand to go down. And in this case, like I said, the consultation that I did with those stakeholders in the business, I am told that you should wait for not less than 3 months after the Muslim, I don't know whether it's Ramadan or I've missed the word right now, but I know you can really understand what I'm trying to say, or you can get the occasion that I'm talking about. So you wait for not less than 3 months. You will see that right after that, around that time, their prices will begin to drop significantly on the market. And that time is when I will want you to go to the market and select your stock for rearing. That is the time. That's, if you put it to the test, you will see that what I'm telling you is very true. So I will want you to wait after the Muslim festivity, let's say after about 3 months. Then you get to the market and you buy your stock and bring them home, come and treat them. Don't forget that when you buy the animals and you bring them home, don't just leave them, treat them, because in most cases the farmers who send their animals to the market, they choose those who are not doing well to go and sell. Okay, so without prolonging this video so much, I will once again urge you to like it if you like the content that I brought out this time, and subscribe. Please subscribe. It will not cost anything to subscribe, but it will help this channel a lot, and it will help me to grow this channel. Thank you very much. Bye bye.